So just got back from seeing Where the Crawdads Sing, and I have to say this was an interesting movie. I went into this movie without seeing anything. I've never read the book. It's based off a 2018 novel. But the book or the movie basically follows a girl by the name of Kyla, who is a basically left and abandoned alone in the marshes of North Carolina. She's left by her entire family, and she basically raised herself from the age of 7 to almost 25 by herself. Within that time period, she comes across two different men, and the story follows basically both of their love interests. One guy named Tate, who is the guy who basically taught her how to read, how to write, how to be intellectually intelligent because she was basically taught to be nothing. The other is Chase Adams, who she fell in love with after Tate, and that's what the story kind of begins, where she is on trial for the murder of Chase. And throughout the story, you really feel really sorry for this girl because she's actually gone through so much, like within her time, like with having an abusive father, with her parents leaving, like all her siblings, like everyone basically abandoned this girl, and she was basically left to fend for herself. But you had to give it to her because she was a fighter. Like she literally raised herself in the marshes of North Carolina by herself. And I really love the cast and crew of this movie that came along. Like everyone pretty much does an excellent job. Like I said, I went in not knowing absolutely nothing about this movie. I know it's based off a book, came out in 2018, which was a really good seller. A lot of people were looking for this. Reese Witherspoon adapted this into a book, into a movie. Now, the one thing I will say that I went with my mom's best friend, who is a avid book reader. I'm glad I took her because she told me the controversy is going to be about this movie is going to be the ending of this movie because she is on trial for murder, for killing said Chase Adams, and the ending, from my understanding, from the ending of the book is totally different from the ending of the real life book ending. So the ones who have read the book, I guess they know the true ending because in the story, in the movie, it is not the same. It's like they hint at the ending, but you kind of draw the conclusion together, but you don't understand how they got there to this point. So I'm not gonna give any spoilers away, just so the people who haven't seen it or who haven't read it, I'm not gonna give it any away. But most definitely a really good movie. Kind of gave me vibes of Notebook, like nothing I would run to go see personally again. But I mean, for those who have read the book, I would highly suggest go see it. Those who kind of like things kind of like the Notebook and in that kind of category, this is I would highly suggest you go see this. All right, guys. Drop those comments. Let me know what you got. Who have seen this movie or who have read this book? Better yet, because like I said, I have not read the book. Let me know how the book was, and if you see the movie, which was better.